morning or good evening or whenever you're watching this. Hi, my name's Allison, and today I'm going to go over the United States Women's National Team versus Haiti. So that's gonna be fun. I've always wanted to make a channel about what I thought about this team because I feel like there aren't any. I've never seen any discussion really about them, like in depth. So that's what we're doing today. Again, these are my opinions. If you don't agree with me, that's totally okay. Sorry if there's a lot of noise. My sister and my brother are downstairs literally screaming. I don't know what the heck they're doing. All right, I'm gonna break this video into 4 parts. The first part's going to be the starting lineup and my thoughts about that. The second part's going to be the highlights and the individual players, who I thought did good, who I thought did bad, who I thought were okay, and then my takeaways. So let's just get right into it. So for the starting lineup, the first thing that I noticed was the front 3. Tobin and Pino both weren't starting. Me having a 500 IQ, I just, assumed that they had a small injury that they didn't want to aggravate, and I was right. What can I say? So both of them were resting today. Pino actually did get some minutes, but because of those injuries, Lynn and Carly both started. Wasn't surprised Kristen started. Other than that, nothing really surprised me. I might have put Lindsay Horan on for Sam Mewis, but that's just my opinion. I think she's better than her, but again, I'm not the freaking coach. So other than that, Lynn surprised me, but I don't really have any complaints about this lineup. I tried to film this highlights part as I was going to put my face up in the corner, couldn't figure out how to do that. So now I'm doing a voiceover. Lynn Williams, great cross to CP, who, like a freaking goddess, kicks it in the goal. Mwah, chef's kiss. Sorry, this footage looks like it was filmed on a rock. This was the best I could do. I know. It's very disappointing. I was disappointed myself. Pino, phenomenal cross. Lynn Williams smacks it off of her noggin and it goes right in the back of the net. Phenomenal stuff. I hope she would score it from that close. That's all I'm going to say. Not taking anything away from her. Pino gets the ball, plays a great cross. Lindsay Horan, now that's a header. She freaking striked that in. That was good. Chef's kiss, Lindsay. Why is this clip so long? Okay, now Lynn gets the ball. I don't know. No, that was Pino. JJ plays across. Carly scores with her boobs of steel. Honestly, I think Carly scored with her pure rage. I don't even think the ball touched her. I think it levitated off of her. I just saw this on Wikipedia. You can't be offsides on a corner, which I actually didn't even know that. Even though I took a referee class, that just shows how much of a freaking negative IQ person I am. But yeah, I really don't understand. My only guess is that there was some type of foul, but I don't know what that even could be because nothing happened. And it's not like any of the players reacted like there was a type of foul. Carly and Alyssa turned and looked at each other like, dude, what the heck? It literally cannot be offsides. That girl is even with Kristen Press, who's out wide right there. So there's no way that she can be offsides. And again, I literally just searched, can you be offsides on a corner? And according to Wikipedia, you can't. I knew you couldn't be offsides on a throw-in or a goal kick, but this just doesn't even make any sense. What is Alyssa doing? I don't even know, man. That's not fair. I feel you, number 11. It's not fair. If you've been watching the league, the NWSL since 2017, I feel like you kind of have a good idea of who she is and the type of player that she is. That's the first thing I noticed about her is she has a lot of opportunities that she does not take advantage of. And it's not the first time that you are able to see that through this game or even through some of the games in the past. That's something. She has a really bad touch, something that I've noticed. Her touch is really, really not good. It's I feel like that's kind of one reason why Jill Ellis didn't like her is because of her first touch. It wasn't good. There was someone on Twitter who after this game was like, Lynn Williams was definitely the player of the match. She did everything. She carried the team. I was just kind of sitting there Lynn Williams had one cross that connected. Literally one cross that connected. And she had one goal. And I know on paper that looks good, but in reality, her stats were not good in this game at all. I mean, this person on Twitter does stats all the time, and I'll put a picture up, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are always like, they look at what's on paper, but they don't look at what actually happens on the field. I feel like it's people who don't even watch soccer, because if you watch that game, you notice there are plenty of times where she'd get the ball and she'd literally kick it to nobody, or her touch would go in the sky, or that's definitely something that I feel like she needs to work on. But for some reason, under Vlatko, he sees something in her. If you're gonna be up top, you need to be able to not only score, but you have to be a playmaker, and she, with her lack of connection with passes, I don't know how she's gonna be that. I think the big testament for her will be playing against Canada or Mexico or whoever we face in the semifinals or in the final. Like, I feel like when she plays, that'll show the type of player she is. Because last game we played Costa Rica, we beat them like what, 6-0. She scored 2 goals, I think, maybe 1 or 2 goals, I can't remember. But it's Costa Rica. You would expect her to score. Every single player in the front three. And our front line scored against Haiti, which is the expectation. So I don't really know what to say about Lynn. Carly was a train wreck today. I saw this article while I was doing some research for this video, and it was saying that the U.S. women's national team doesn't know what to do with Carly. After the World Cup, she came out and made a statement or whatever saying that she felt like she didn't get enough playing time at the World Cup and that she was like disrespected or something. That's not a quote. That's just off the top of my head. I'll leave the link down below if you want to read it. But I think this game shows why she's not a starter. I don't know what's going on with Carly. She was completely off this game. She was a foul machine. She was ruthless. Like, first half, she had a shot that went wide to the post. In my opinion, I think she should have at least put it on target, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. You know, it was raining and downpoured for, I don't know how many minutes of the game, but it did. The field conditions probably weren't good. It was cold. I'm sure the visibility was low, so I'm not going to say that she 100% should have put that away. Okay, let's say that, you know, it was her first shot of the game. Maybe her head wasn't 100% there, whatever, who knows. But then in the second half, Kristen Press literally pulled a freaking maneuver, played Carly a ball in like a gold platter, like literally set her up for 100% success, and Carly kicked it over the goal with the outside of her foot. I just kind of remember like watching that thinking, did that really just happen? Like, did that really just happen? If that's the type of quality she's bringing to 2020, then I don't think that it's going to be a good year for her. But again, I feel like every single person had an off game today, or technically yesterday. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything. I think that it's fine, you know, shit happens. Kristen Price. Kristen did great, and I mean, I'm very biased. She's one of my favorite players ever. She scored in the second minute. She spent the entire first half trying to score. She should have been the number 9. Her and Carly should have switched spots. Carly should have been put on the flank because she did nothing the first half. Carly did literally nothing. Kristen obviously had a good goal. Kristen took all the corners. She provided fantastic service. She brought a lot of energy. In the first half, she lost the ball and literally chased this girl down, tackled her, low-key broke that girl's neck. That girl's gonna need to see a chiropractor. Like, oh my god. And then in the second half, she had this run where the goalie made a good save. And then she got subbed off. Again, you gotta preserve her legs, you gotta preserve Tobin's legs and Pino's legs. So again, I think she did great with the time that she had. Roosevelt, I don't even know what was going on with her. She clearly had an off game for some reason. It looked like all the players were really tired to me because no one was playing like they had any energy. The entire first half, I felt like she was alive for the first 5 minutes, and the rest of it, she like disappeared. I literally forgot she was even on the field, so not sure about that. And then I think it was in the second half, I don't know if she lost the ball or what, but it was a 50-50, and she went to win the ball. She totally trucked that one girl and got a yellow card, and in my opinion, I feel like that was totally out of frustration. You know, she wanted to be playing better, and she wanted the team to be playing better, and it's like, it just wasn't working out for whatever reason that day, and she got subbed off for Lindsey Horan. So I think Rose is a fantastic player. I think she just had an off game. Lindsey Horan. I thought Lindsay did fantastic. Again, I think that she should start every game, but that's kind of been my opinion for a while. I'm kind of biased. She's, again, one of my favorite players, so I'm not afraid to admit that. But I think Lindsay totally should have started. She brings a physicality to the midfield that Sam Mewis doesn't bring, even though Sam Mewis literally dragged the girl down and somehow didn't get a yellow card. That was weird. But she has this like grit and fight in her that I feel like Sam doesn't bring. And Rose, for that matter, I feel like doesn't bring either. But she's not, you know, she doesn't have like the vertical of Sam Mewis, but she is not afraid to head the ball, you know what I mean? She literally scored a header goal, so my opinion, I think she should start. I think that she always should start. I think it should be Lindsay, Rose, and JJ, but again, I'm not the coach, so that's just my opinion. Kelly. Uh-oh. Kelly did bad. I don't really know what to say about that. It's first game back from ankle surgery, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% if she got the surgery, but I know she's had an ankle injury. She missed the playoff race with Utah last season. They really needed her. Don't even get me started. I can make a whole video about how much Utah pissed me off last season. But her first game back against Haiti, I don't think that that's bad. I think that's good for her, and I think, you know, it takes a while. Pino. I love Pino. Pino did great. I don't really have any complaints for her. She did great. You know, I think once you take players off who are quality, you realize what you're missing. And I think that this showed people that she is a big part of this team and she deserves to be on the field. So. Alissa Nair is the last person I want to talk about. I don't know what the heck was going on with her. I think she touched the ball maybe twice, which is to be expected, but that goal, that cannot happen again. And you know what's interesting? I think it was when we played Mexico. We played them at BBVA Compass Stadium, which is where they played, and Jane Campbell, the same thing happened to her. Crossed it, and it literally like went right through her hands. I think it was Jane, but hey man, conspiracy theory, maybe something's going on at BBVA. No, I'm kidding. We cannot play like this again. If we do, it's not gonna work. I saw this a lot in the comments on like Instagram posts or whatnot. They were like, you know, we won 4-0, why are people angry with the way we played? And it's like, we scored 3 goals from like the 60th minute on. Think about it, you played 60 minutes. Haiti probably assembled their team a few days before that game. The United States has been training since the beginning of January for this tournament. And unfortunately, Haiti doesn't have the resources or the support or the funds to create this world-class team like the United States can. But you know who can? Canada. You know who can? Mexico. You know who can? England. All these other teams that are, let's say, the top 10, they're gonna be established to the point to where they're not gonna, you know, be out of shape after 60 minutes. They're not gonna be fatigued after 60 minutes. They're gonna be solid for 90 minutes. And if they have an injury for whatever reason, they'll have someone who they can bring on who isn't like night and day, if that makes sense. So I think people are celebrating this as a success, which on paper it is, but I think what you have to think about is the only reason we were able to score those 3 goals is because Haiti was fatigued. They were tired. They literally stopped defending. They stopped keeping their shape. They literally didn't even try to go forward. You can literally watch it. Like there's a drop from the 60-minute on. And then players started dropping like flies after that. So yeah, I think that's an important thing to point out is we didn't just dominate the game. We dominated because Haiti was tired. And the thing is, Canada's not going to be tired. Mexico's not going to be tired. And they're going to have players they can bring on who are quality. So that's a really important thing to think about. It's not, you know, I'm sure that's what they're thinking about too. That's all I have to say for today's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down and tell me what you thought. Okay, bye.